We present the news summary. Good evening. 10 new positive cases of COVID-19 were detected on board two of the Spanish fishing vessels during a scheduled assessment of the fleet by the Public Health Authority on Sunday, 5th July. The assessment is set up as a routine to verify the status of the mariners who have been in contact with other seafarers who tested positive for the virus. The positive crew members are without any symptoms of the infection and are in isolation on their respective vessels. The number of positive COVID-19 on board all the vessels totals 80. SBC has met with representatives of different political parties and the Electoral Commission to start discussions on airtime allocation for the election period. 6 political parties, the US, LDS, SMP, SPSD, One Seychelles, and l'Alliance Cécillois, attended the meeting held at the SBC headquarters at Hermitage. 2 main points were discussed: a 10 minutes airtime allocation for all parties each month aside from party political broadcast, and the second point was the 2020 presidential election debate involving all candidates. The Deputy CEO of SBC, Jude Louange, says the meeting with the political parties and the Electoral Commission was important to agree on the way forward.
We are entering a very sensitive, emotive period. The election, the due date is 22nd, 23rd, 24th October. And we wanted to know what is the wavelength of the political parties with regards to broadcasting, what is the wavelength of the Electoral Commission with regards to broadcasting. We wanted to make sure that we are all on the same page. Definitely, we do not talk the same language, but we want to come out with something where the Electoral Commission, the political parties, and we as broadcasters, at least we are satisfied during this period of presidential election that we are entering into. Presidential debate, it's a novel idea in Seychelles. We are looking forward to it. We've heard many declared candidates are saying that they are anticipating presidential debate. We've taken that on board. We've discussed that with the participants today. Most of them are on the same page. We are at the very start of it. It's a very, very, very meticulous process that we have to put in.
The Seychelles Employee Transition Scheme, SETS, has so far registered a total of 177 workers who have been made redundant. 52 of the workers have already secured a new job through the scheme, and the information was amongst the updates that the head of SETS, Guy Morel, shared with President Danifo at State House this afternoon. This was during a joint meeting which also involved the Minister for Employment and the Minister for Finance. President Faure was also informed of the fact that so far the Department of Employment has received over 900 applications for redundancy, 2/3 of which are Seychellois employees, mainly from the tourism sector.
In terms of numbers, SETS has received a total of 177 clients, and it is interesting to note that already 52 of those made redundant have already secured employment opportunity, and we have 125 clients on our register, and they are already following an onboarding program for 1 week, and during the course of the week we will identify placement. We have in excess of 300 potential placements, and we have 125 clients. So as you can see, we have more placement opportunities than clients. So this is very encouraging. And the President obviously was very happy to note that the market, the private sector, is responding very, very positively to our request to partner with SETS. And they are actually welcoming people on board to join their organizations. Of course, there is an obvious advantage for them, but it's also the spirit of collectiveness, oneness, and participatory to solve this problem, which is a national problem, and we're trying to find a national solution to it.
The sole survivor of the accident that occurred at Karana on the 21st of April has been transferred to the Northeast Point Hospital for rehabilitation. According to a police communique, he is still unable to speak and as such cannot yet give any information to the police. The accident is pending investigation. It is to be noted that 3 other persons lost their lives in the accident. The Attorney General has declined to answer questions at the Truth Commission concerning past government decisions. Frank Ali told the panel it was for ministers, not his office, to explain how policies were applied. He was answering questions arising from the arrest and eventual exile of footballer Lewis Betsy. Also today, Simon Gill of the United Seychelles Party was asked about the past political education of soldiers and police officers. His testimony will resume on Thursday. Meanwhile, a third witness, Christopher Gibignon, recounted how a friend of his revealed details of Simon Denous's death. The army commando allegedly told him that Mr. Denous and South African Mike Asher were beaten at Sanssouci in the presence of ex-President Albert René before they were killed. This was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.